It's hard to generalize what a place has to be like for salamanders to thrive there, but two features are common to all salamander habitats. It must be wet and cool. At least now and then it has to rain really hard. The city of Oviedo in northern Spain perfectly fits the profile. Other cities may attract rats and pigeons. Oviedo is the city of salamanders. No one knows how long they've been here. They probably spread through the city along an old railroad track. The railway has been closed down, but the salamanders have stayed, as squatters on empty lots and in the rubble of ruins. They feel at home in the jungle of weeds and mounting garbage. This is why salamander experts are also drawn to such places. Edzard Günther and his son Timo from Germany have come here to look for the garbage salamanders of Oviedo. They want to do something for the salamanders' protection, because in the past they were regarded as pests.
Ist das ein Männchen oder ein Weibchen?
Das wird ein Männchen sein, aber ich würde noch mal gucken.
Ja, das ist ein Männchen,
Der
eindeutig.
Der hat auch eine schöne Bauchseite, muss mal gucken.
Ja, unten ist
With
der...
untiring enthusiasm, Edzard and Timo have searched all the dark corners of Oviedo, and now they know for sure the salamanders are strictly inner city types.
Der schwarze Mittelstreifen ist eine Unterbrechung und hinten auch.
Ja, es fällt ziemlich breit aus hier, der Rückenstreifen.
Creeks and rivers no longer exist in this habitat, so the inner city salamanders no longer produce aquatic larvae.
Und am Knie auch, sonst ist der gelb.
The various abandoned lots have long been isolated from each other. The salamander populations inhabiting them differ from each other in their patterns and colors. These animals have wonderfully adapted to this special habitat. But if the city's economic upturn of recent years continues, they'll hardly be able to hold their ground. Construction is booming, the city is rapidly closing in on them. Until a few years ago, a conspicuous red variety lived on this lot, which is now occupied by a sex shop. Father and son filmed the animals with a video camera. Their old VHS tape is the only evidence that this bright red variety once existed. But as for now, Oviedo nights still belong to the salamanders. Edzard and Timo have searched almost the entire city, but there is one patch left where they haven't looked, the medieval cemetery next to the cathedral. It's on a hill in the dead center of the town. So, for the two, it'll be a night out at the cemetery. These walls are 1,000 years old, the type of place salamanders like. Passing by the cathedral choir, a first hint catches their eye. A salamander sculpture. What made the artist choose this subject? Midnight. The bones of hundreds of pilgrims rest beneath the lawn of this small cloister. At first sight, there seems little chance of finding what they're after. How could a salamander get over those walls? What would it live off? But then they really find one, a strong, well-fed individual. Later they discover more. Impossible to tell how old this population is, but it's obvious what they live on. No lack of worms in a graveyard. It may be a big step from the medieval Oviedo night,